Hello and welcome back to my channel. For today's card, I am keeping it simple. I have pulled out my scalloped slimline with hearts die set, and I'm going to use the scalloped bit. I have a previous year's Lawn Fawn and Simon Says stamp timber release, as well as the Winter Birds add-on stamp set from Lawn Fawn's new release. I have stamped and cut masks for the two different types of houses, plus the little bow. And now I am just using the little masks as a guide as to where I want to stamp everything. Now I know not everyone has the previous Lawn Fawn and Simon Says stamp timber release, but I know some of you do because some of you are addicted to Lawn Fawn too. So this is just showing you how you can use these. Of course, you could probably do like a little bit of creative masking with maybe the Lawn Fawn doghouse and do the doghouse and the current birdhouse. There's probably a couple other things you could do and get some similar look. You could probably also just use the same house and just make them maybe rainbow colors or something. I think that would be equally as cute. Now originally I wanted to use the spiffier speckles paper with the gold flakes, and I wanted to do the white one and then just stamp these out, cut them out, and put it over the top, but I did not buy the 12x12 paper pack. So I have to make my own spiffier speckles paper. So here I have my Gonzai Tombi watercolors, and I am going to use this gold, and it is number 91. Now I do have to be careful with this because this is just Neenah Solar White paper, so it does not hold water the best. So I'm trying to do only small amounts of water. I'm then going to paint the edges, and I do have a flat brush here because it just works better to try to paint a straight line. I will say, full disclosure, I did use too much water at the end. I think I was trying to get through this a little too quickly, and so the paper did get a little bit tore up. Disappointing, but I knew the risk, so I still did it anyway. Now once this is done, I'm going to let it dry for a little while so I don't smudge anything. And then after that, I'm going to go in with my colors. I have a very limited color palette. As you've seen there, it is 3 different reds and 3 different greens. Well, one's a blue-green. I will say, I did have to switch out my, I think it was R22? No, R20, I think. And I ended up having to use R30 instead because my R20 is about dead. So, not exactly the color combination I was hoping for, but I had to just roll with what I had. I am going to skip quite a bit of this coloring because the larger 3 birdhouses are all the same color, and then the smaller 2 are the same color as each other. So not a whole lot of different coloring going on here. It's just the same thing repeated. Now it took me a little bit to decide this, but I finally decided on warm grays to color in the little openings of each birdhouse. I'm also going to use lighter warm grays for the roof, the bottom of the house, and the little peg thing that the birds would stand on. Now that everything is colored, I'm going to add my sentiment, and I opted for the Merry Christmas from the Toboggan Together, and I'm going to heat emboss it in gold, this princess gold embossing powder from Ranger. Now, for some reason, probably my toddler, I ended up missing a whole step. So you don't really see me put the embossing powder up there, but I obviously did. And now here, I'm just heating it up. Now, one final thing, I'm going to mask off the gold at the top with some Post-it notes, and I'm going to stamp my little string or whatever. Now, you seen, I was going to try to use my stamp positioner tool, but I could not, for the life of me, get that thing to stick to, like, I couldn't lay it down the right way. It just kept wanting to, like, stick to my finger and roll over on its side. I was struggling with that hard. So I just decided to use the stamp block and hope for the best. My worry was that they wouldn't be perfectly straight, but I guess it doesn't really look too bad in the end. That's my completed card. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!